Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's Black Power Ranking. I am your host, the African American Nightmare, Phillip. How's it going, guys? I know I haven't done one in a few weeks. I've been kind of busy with other stuff, but I'm ready to get into it. We have 4 of them this week on the Black Power Ranking. Let's go. 4-1. All right, number 4, Lio Rush. He's a young man who made waves in CZW. He's the young man. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of him. I can't remember who he was wrestling, but he gets power bombed off a ladder through like 1 or 2 tables and pops right back up. No sells like nobody's business. Personally, I'm not a fan of no selling like that. No selling in some instances is okay. It's all right. But his match with Patrick Clark on this past Wednesday's NXT, that was awesome. When he was going at it with the Velveteen Dream, he's quick, very, very athletic. He's a guy who, if NXT were to incorporate a secondary title, maybe the NXT Television Championship, Hunter, if you're listening to me, use my idea. I'll expect some royalties. No, but seriously, he could be in that tournament if they do a tournament style, kind of like what they did WrestleMania 4 with the WWE Championship, a tournament like that. And let's say a guy like Bobby Fish is in that tournament. I could see Bobby Fish beating Lio Rush in the finals to become the NXT Television Champion if they were to do something like that. That's the kind of potential that this kid has. I enjoy him. I like him. I want to see where he's going with NXT. All right, number 3. There ain't no stopping him now. Shelton Benjamin. He wins on the kickoff show for Hell in the Cell, as I discussed on the Instant Analysis. Go check that out on the YouTube, the Bulletcast. But SmackDown, he with his partner Chad Gable, they become the number 1 contenders for the Usos' newly won 5-time SmackDown Tag Team Championships. That's interesting. I hope this is the right direction for Shelton. Win tag silver, not gold, but tag silver with Chad Gable, and hopefully go on to that singles run. And he's on SmackDown. He's been the Intercontinental Champion. He's been a Tag Team Champion already. He's been the United States Champion. I want to see Shelton Benjamin become the African American WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We haven't had one of those. People say, oh, but The Rock, but he's half Samoan, plus he leans more towards the Samoan side. Don't get me wrong, I love Dwayne. I love The Rock to death. But Shelton, he's always had that it factor. There's just something about him. Super athletic. He's a pretty big guy. I know he may look smaller because he's wrestling guys like Kane and Undertaker back in the day, but he's a pretty hefty fellow. So I'd like to see what he's doing. Congratulations to Shelton. Let's hopefully he gets a WWE title run in the future. All right, number 2, I just mentioned him, Patrick Clark. I enjoy Patrick Clark. I love what he's doing. I saw him at the NXT San Jose house show in 2016. He wrestled Oney Larkin. It was quick. It was fast-paced. It was hard-hitting. And those guys could go. They were really clotheslining the hell out of each other. I mean, you could hear it from where I was sitting. I enjoyed every minute of it. He's the only one from his season of NXT, if you include Mandy Rose also. They're the only 2 left from that season of NXT, the most recent one that happened in 2015. I mean, not even the people who won are still there, which is kind of crazy. But Patrick Clark, when I first saw that season, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my pick to win. I love him. I enjoy him. The whole Prince gimmick, it works for this in NXT, and especially because like Goldust was doing stuff like that. He has a Goldust vibe to me. Goldust was doing stuff like that in the late mid 90s, but I really enjoy Patrick Clark, and plus this is his way of paying homage to this is his way of paying homage to Prince. Sorry, I had to play When Doves Cry, one of my favorite Prince songs. But yeah, Patrick Clark, he has a lot of potential. Hell, possibly he could be the one like that NXT television title tournament I just talked about. If they incorporate that title or a secondary title, I could see him being the inaugural champion. I could see that happening. He's just that good. And the stuff he's doing with Alistair Black, oh my god. If I had done a Black Power ranking a week or 2 ago, Alistair Black would have been right there on it. I love the story they're telling, and I like the fact that actually, you know what? Patrick Clark moves down to number 3. I'm adding a new one. Alistair Black, number 2. number 2. So Rush is 5, Benjamin is 4, Clark is 3, Alistair Black will be number 2. Alistair Black is in an interesting storyline where Alistair Black hits Patrick Clark a few weeks ago with the black mass in the stomach, then just sits down. Clark, he like gets down into like a gold dust position and he slides out of the ring. And Alistair calls him Patrick, like he doesn't quite get the gimmick, like he's not gonna call him the Velveteen Dream. I really enjoy that. I like the story that they're telling. Hopefully at NXT Takeover War Games that they put on. I know they're gonna put on an awesome match, but I hope they're on that card. All right, that moves us to number 1. The New Day. Guys, with the New Day, they've been good for so long. I mean, this group coming together. Kofi, he was stuck in the mid card. Big E, he had been the IC champ, but he wasn't really doing anything. Xavier Woods wasn't really on TV. They come together with this gimmick. They get booed. But then what they've been able to do in the few years that they've been together, they have really just they've changed the game. They've really brought tag team wrestling to a new standard, especially their stuff with the Usos most recently. I mean, I know I'm not a fan of titles changing back and forth, but with these guys, I did not mind it, and I wasn't bored that we kept getting them over and over and over because they put on excellent matches. And then this past week with Hell in the Cell, they utilized the fact that they were stuck in this structure, and they used the structure to their advantage. Uso crazy, diving all over the place with these guys. Big E doing the suicide spear to one of the Usos inside the cage. And then, of course, all the trumpets and stuff with Xavier Woods. Xavier getting beat to death, which, oh my god, that was crazy. And then, of course, locking one of the Usos with, like, kendo sticks. This team, especially their promo work, like, they've gone toe-to-toe on the mic with The Rock. How many people can do that? Stone Cold, Chris Jericho, John Cena. That's probably about it, you know? They are really in a class to where this most recent run with the Usos, like, if people questioned it, they can't question it now. Like, the New Day is going in the WWE Hall of Fame one day. Usos, I'm throwing them in there too. This most recent run, the Usos, they're going to the WWE Hall of Fame because of the way they've been able to reinvent themselves. But going back to the New Day, it's kind of like, what do they do now? The Usos and Benjamin and Gable looks like they're going to be doing something. Um, I think I have a solution for what the New Day can do. Now you may be asking yourself, wait, why are you playing Jinder Mahal's music? Jinder Mahal is in a 3-man team. He has the Singh brothers. That'd be something new because I don't think Jinder's defending the title at Survivor Series. So that buys a month of Jinder to do something else after he's beaten Shinsuke twice and what he's done with Orton. That could be something really interesting. I mean, I don't think the New Day has to split up. They can just like have a singles run within itself. There's no Freebird singles champion. I don't want to see anything like that. No. But what I'm saying is, Jinder could be out cutting a promo one day, and then the New Day come out and be like, "Man, we've got more." Xavier Woods could be like, "Man, I've got more entertainment in my pinky than you do in your whole body." Just stuff like that to really get some stuff going. And I'd like to see like Jinder and the Singh brothers in a 6-man tag, like actually wrestling beside him, not just helping him win matches. I'd like to see them in an actual match with him. I like to see where that goes. So this is something that could be done. I mean, Big E, I've said one of the guys that he has the potential to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He could possibly have a few matches like laying out the Singh brothers and then earn a shot. He doesn't have to win the title, but just like earn a shot. And then that way, Jinder, he's gone through Randy Orton, he's gone through Shinsuke Nakamura. He got a quick one over Baron Corbin. He's beaten Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, AJ Styles. Now he's gotten the New Day. Kind of trying to build a list of guys he's beaten because it's not really working as of late, and they're gonna take it off of him after they go through India, possibly at the Rumble. Is probably gonna actually he might hold it past the Rumble, but that's a topic for another time. But I do think the New Day, they could bring Jinder to a new element promo wise. I think they would help him really up his game. I'd like to see that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of the Black Power Ranking. Please go on YouTube, look up The Bullet Cast, and check out the interview I did with Big Time Wrestling promoter Kirk White. Big Time Wrestling is a promotion here in Newark, Fremont, California area. I really enjoyed sitting down with Kirk, great guy. Um, I just appreciate him for keeping wrestling alive in the Bay Area, and I'd like to thank anybody who has supported this podcast through our journey. We're not done yet. I've got a lot of other big things in the works for this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this edition of the Black Power Ranking. And there is only one way to end this. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. See you guys next time.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.